Hi, I'm Moses.
And I'm Nikki.
And today we're going to report about...
Opportunity Seeking Market Product Fit.
Hi sir! So kami po ang Group 5 na magre-report ng Opportunity Seeking. Group 5 is composed of me, Nikki, Loyd, Irinco, and Via. Pero they are behind the camera and sila yung mag-edit. So kami na ni Nikki yung mag-explain ng report namin. Let's start with Opportunity Seeking, Market Product Fit. So introduction, what is Market Product Fit? Let's define the terms first. So let's define market. Nikki, please read the first meaning of market.
Okay, the first meaning of market is a regular gathering of people for the purchase and sales of provision, livestock, and other commodities.
Okay, so for short, a market is a regular gathering of people. Next term, product. A product is an article or substance that is manufactured or refined for sale. So let's go back. Market is a regular gathering of people. Product is something that is refined for sale. And fit can be defined as of a suitable quality, standard, or type to meet the required purpose. So product is something that is refined for sale. A market is a regular gathering of people. And fit means that it is suitable to meet the required purpose. So in short, market product fit is when you have a market, a group of people, a product, something that you sell, and they fit together. Meaning na bumibenta yung produkto mo kasi yun yung gusto ng market mo. So in order to seek opportunities, we must identify our pain points. So what are the pain points? Let's have a concrete example. Nikki, what do you see in the photo?
I see houses, poor houses.
Okay, poor houses. Let's say that this is my market and I am an entrepreneur. And I wanted to establish a business in this market. And I established a business like this. Do you think that there is a market product fit?
I don't think so, Moses.
There isn't a market product fit.
Really?
Yes, because we need to identify the pain points. Let's go back to the previous slide. Do you think that a market like this would purchase a product like this?
No.
No.
Yes.
Because that market has other pain points, and this market solves other pain points. There is a market, there is a product, but they don't fit. So we have to ask ourselves, what are the pain points? We need to ask the target market what they dislike about a particular product or brand. You see, entrepreneurs must have a caring attitude and genuine desire to improve lives of the customers. Do you agree?
Yes, Moses.
Finding and solving pain points is key to seeking opportunities for your business. So we have here Exhibit 4 to 3 from the handout that Sir gave to us. You can see that there is a table describing something before a purchase, during a purchase, and after a purchase. So these are basically the pain points encountered by a person in a business that sells furniture. Let's look at some of them. There is actually 8 here, so 8 pain points yan. Napakarami, pero we're going to look at just 2 or 3. Let's read them one by one. Mickey, I want you to see this.
Long time to check inventory level available in store.
So let's say that this is a business and I'm a customer and I want to buy a piece of furniture. Pagpalagay natin isang cabinet, I want to buy a cabinet. And when I get to the store, it takes a long time for them to see if the product that I want is in stock. And as a customer, I am bored kasi ang tagal nilang tignan kung meron ba nun or wala. And so that is already a pain point in itself. Mickey, check this one.
Long time to process payment.
Now that they know that they have the product that they want and they pay for it, it takes them forever to get my credit card and process the payment and get the money before I get to take the product home. Pain point number 2. Mickey, look at this third one, and this is important.
Guard inspects product book.
So it took them forever to find out if the cabinet was in stock.
Excuse me.
It took them forever to process the payment. And now when I want to leave and go to the car, the guard checks the product that I just bought, which is intimidating to the customer because it makes them feel that they are not trustworthy. Pain point number 3. And that's just 3. If we enumerate these one by one, there is actually 8 pain points that came from this business. Next slide. 8 pain points. Let me emphasize that. Having 8 pain points allows competition to have a better process and create better customer satisfaction. As a business, Mickey, please read.
As a pain points, not create them.
We must solve pain points and not create them. You see, if that was my business, tapos ang daming problema, bago makuha ng customer yung cabinet niya, ang tagal niyang naghintay magbayad, ang tagal bago siya nakalabas, ang tagal bago malaman kung may stock ba ng product niya or wala. That gives other businesses a better opportunity to serve customers better. Kasi if they eliminate those pain points, then they are able to cater to the customers better. As a business, my goal is to solve pain points of the customer and not create more pain points for other businesses to take advantage of. So you must understand na hindi lahat ng pain points pare-parehas ng level of importance. Mickey, please read the first point and explain.
Not all pain points have the same level of importance.
What do you mean by that?
As you can see, there are two pain points here, this part. Being sold displayed the unit with some scratches, and the other one is long time to process payment. Well, of course, mas prioritize natin na ibenta na walang scratch yung yung product na yun. Kasi, kung ako customer, mas gusto ko na na brand new yung itsura niya kahit na matagal yung process ng payment ko. Yun lang.
That's good. Kasi as a business, we need to know which pain points we have to solve first. Once again, looking back at the two examples, if I own this business, and I get to sell the customer a cabinet na puro gas-gas, and it takes forever for them to be able to process the payment for that product, which pain point would I want to solve first? And Mickey is right. We have to solve this one first. Kasi mas importante na makabenta ka ng product na mukhang brand new, na walang gas-gas, kesa na mabenta mo siya ng mabilis, pero hindi naman maganda tignan. Okay, so we need to know which pain points to prioritize. Pain healing. Entrepreneurs must have empathy and not just understand pain points, but also accept that change is needed. Sometimes the business is established because the owners themselves experience the pain points. Kaya ka mag-establish ng business kasi ikaw mismo yung nakaka-experience ng pain points na gusto mong isolve. So now titignan naman natin yung lifestyle trends. Under din siya ng voice of customers, just like the pain points, where we need to listen to the customers in order to find opportunities. Under lifestyle trends, we have 5, each one of them having their own example. So let's look at the first lifestyle trend. How people live. Back in 2002, a person by the name of Lester Yu realized na may mga tao na mas nagiging healthy and active yung lifestyle nila. He wanted to create fruit juice that is available for everyone. Pero kasi at that time, ang available lang na fruit juice na nabibenta sa mga tao ay naka-powder. Fresh fruit juice wasn't a commodity back then. And so he established this, which we all know by today as Frutas. Fast forward 15 years after 2002, Frutas now has over 800 stores, doing 1 billion peso in sales with close to 20% return on sales. It is now one of the most successful and prominent juice businesses in the country. Why? Kasi he looked at how people live. He saw that people were living healthy, pero there wasn't a healthy alternative to powdered juice. And so, there was a pain point that could be solved, and Frutas was established. Darlene T realized that planners were made only for men, and that they were bland, they were black and white, and they weren't that beautiful. So he saw a pain point that he could solve because he looked at how people work. With that, in November 2006, he established the Belle de Jour planner, which is this. We can see that it is colorful, it is very beautiful, and it appeals to professionals who want to write down plans and events using their planners. And so he looked at how people worked and was able to establish a business from that because he looked at the pain points. So we have this shop named Island Souvenirs. A Cebuano by the name of J. Aldeguer knew that t-shirts are the most common souvenirs for people to buy. Now, living in Cebu, he realized how a lot of people buy souvenir shirts. But the problem is, during the time, souvenir shirts that were sold to the people were low in quality. Their fabrics were thin and the print wasn't that beautiful. So he saw a pain point that he could solve. If people are buying shirts as souvenirs, then they need to buy high quality shirts with beautiful prints and thick fabrics. And so he established Island Souvenirs. They started out by making shirts and then ended up making other souvenirs like keychains and other things that would remind people of Cebu. But he looked at how people play. He knew that people wanted to buy shirts. Not to work, not to live, but just as souvenirs. Because that's how people play. And he realized that people deserved better quality shirts. So he established this business to sell people better quality shirts. Because he looked at how people play.
How people die. Alam natin na sa Philippines, madalas yung bagyo. So, syempre, bilang pag-aanda ay magkakaroon tayo ng mga ay part natin yung pagtatabi ng canned goods, isa na yung sardinas. So, ang pain point din doon sa pagtatabi ng sardinas is walang can opener. Kasi di lahat ng tao may can opener, di ba? So, ang ginawa ng isang entrepreneur para ma-resolve yung problem ay naglagay siya ng full tab. Para para madali siya mabuksan and hindi na siya kailangan ng can opener.
That's right. By looking at lifestyle trends, we look at how people die. Pero hindi yan literal na kung paano sila namamatay. It's an extreme situation, but we have to look at the struggles that they face. So the last part of the lifestyle trend is actually, next slide, how people invest. So tignan natin itong how people invest. Carl D is an entrepreneur. Now he realized that people were buying houses and properties, but really did not know what they were going into. For example, bibili sila ng bahay, pero at the end, they regretted the investment kasi hindi maganda yung bahay, hindi maganda yung lupa, there were problems with the structure, etc. He set up Spectrum Investments, which is a company that helps people guide them towards the right investment. They provide seminars and coachings in order to help others to invest in better homes and properties. Carl D. looked at how people invest. Nakita niya na may mga tao na nagsasayang ng pera in the wrong investment, and so he saw this as a pain point in order to establish his brand new business, Spectrum Investments, which ended up being successful because now they lead the country in helping other people make the right purchase when it comes to property and real estate. Now, since ang topic natin is opportunity seeking, we also have something we know as Voice of Enterprise.
Voice of Enterprise is a process to articulate the need of entrepreneur or his or her company.
So kung yung kanina, Voice of Customers, ang tinitignan natin is that we focus mainly on the customers. Now, since we are looking at the Voice of Enterprise, we are looking at the business itself, how it operates, and how it relates to other businesses. So under growth strategy, we have 5 opportunities, which are all under Voice of Enterprise. Let's look at the first one. The first one is segment opportunity. Here we have Fortaleza Professional, which I'm sure you're familiar with. Fortaleza Professional actually started out in the salon market. Gumagawa sila ng nail polish. Eventually, they made hair color. Hair coloring, pangkulay ng buhok. And now they are the leading hair color manufacturers in the country. Because they entered that segment. They saw an opportunity in the segment of hair color and they took it. The second one is product opportunity. For that, we have Bomanite. Bomanite is a type of cement na pag natuyo, looks like natural rocks and stone. Rolly Traballo actually first saw this in the 80s and realized that Bomanite could sell really well in the Philippines. And so he established it here and it boomed. And so he saw the opportunity for the product itself. He saw Bomanite in the US and nakita niya how this cement looks like natural stone. He saw that there is an opportunity for this product in the country, and so he did so, and Bomanite in the Philippines ended up being successful. The next one is channel opportunity.
Kim Lato started Kim Store in 2006 when she was still a sophomore at De La Salle University.
Okay. Channel opportunity meaning na nakakita siya ng opportunity para maging channel to other customers. Now we know that channel means exactly what it is. It's a channel where products can pass by through to sell to other customers. I wanted to buy a phone, but she realized na wala gaanong suppliers here in the Philippines of the phone brands that she wanted. She realized that the US has a channel called Amazon where people can buy from different brands. She wanted the Philippines to have the same. She realized na ang bansa natin needed a channel just like that. So she saw a channel opportunity, which is why she established Kim Store and is now one of the fastest growing e-commerce stores in the Philippines. Kim Lato saw the opportunity to be a channel and she used it. Number 3, channel opportunity. The fourth one, under growth strategy, which is under Voice of Enterprise, is geography opportunity. Miki, paki-explain naman sa amin, ano ibig sabihin ng geography opportunity?
Ang geography opportunity is yung opportunity niya sa isang lugar. Like for example, yung sa blessings. Marami siyang lugar. Merong lugar sa may dyan lang sa sa daan lang. Meron din dito sa FEU sa loob ng school mismo. And as you can see, mas mabenta yung sa loob ng school kasi unang-una maraming estudyante, kalawa, maraming paperworks. Compare pag nasa labas, walang masyadong dumadaan na students pag sa labas lang na So, factors doon is yung factors din kasi yung lugar para maging yung negosyo mo.
Okay, tama si Mickey. Pagdating sa geography opportunity, the factor is the place itself. If you look at the school, maraming estudyante na kailangan mag-submit ng paperwork and requirements. And not all students have a printer at home. So to establish a print shop sa loob ng campus is a good choice because there is a geography opportunity. The target market of blessings is inside the school itself. Hindi niya na kailangan lumabas. And so the opportunity, in order for that business to succeed, is based on the location of the business itself. Geography opportunity. Number 5, business model opportunity. A good example of this na nakalagay din dun sa handout is newspapers. Back then, newspapers were sold at a price. An example of this would be Inquirer, na dating binibenta sa mga convenience store and grocery stores. Pero now, if you go to the LRT station and other public places like malls, Inquirer newspapers are being handed out for free. This is because nag-iba sila ng business model. Back then, how they made money is selling the newspaper itself. And now they use ads that they put in the newspaper. So ngayon, since marami na silang nabibigyan ng newspaper at merong ads yung newspaper na nakikita ng ibang tao, they get to make more money. They saw that there was a business model opportunity. They changed their business model and it turned out successful for them. Okay? So yun yung 5 ways of growth under growth strategy, which is under voice of enterprise. Okay. New business versus expansion. Now this is a concept that can be explained very clearly using the points na naka-mention here. There is a need to distinguish opportunity seeking for new business compared to existing companies on expansion mode. For example, fast food companies have something called a one-up, one-down policy. Now, what does that mean? Alam natin na ang menu ng McDo ay pare-parehas, mainly for different branches in the country. If you order a double cheeseburger here, you can order a double cheeseburger sa McDonald's ng Cebu. This is because of McDonald's one-up, one-down policy. Pag naglagay sila ng bagong product sa menu ng McDo sa Philippines, lahat ng branches meron nun. Tapos, magtatanggal din sila ng isa pang product. So that they can focus on the products and narrow them down to what the customers really like. Kaya siya one up, one down, kasi a new product comes up, and then McDonald's takes another product down from the menu. Less is more is a popular quotation that entrepreneurs need to learn and to understand. You can sell one product and focus on it and make it good, or sell many products that aren't that good. It's up to you. So we have the market-driven strategy. Minsan you have to look at who you want to sell to. A good example of this would be Omron. Okay, so let's look at customers versus non-customers. What you see here is an automatic blood pressure monitor. Now before Omron set out to sell automatic blood pressure monitors in the Philippines, people had to go to the doctor to get this done to them in order to monitor their blood pressure. Okay? So there is a lot of pain points there. The first of all, na kailangan mo pang pumunta ng doktor para malaman yung blood pressure mo. Or kailangan mo ng kamag-anak na marunong gumamit ng stethoscope just to find out your blood pressure. Omron saw this as an opportunity and used a market-driven strategy para i-establish sa Philippines yung mga automatic na blood pressure monitor. And it worked. Customers versus non-customers kasi ang customers nito ay doctors and medical professionals. Ang non-customers nito ay regular people at home. Omron switched it up. They turned the non-customers into customers. Okay, so for our last slide, we have other ways to grow under voice of enterprise. There are 2 other ways to grow na nakalista dun sa handout. So pag sinabi natin merger and acquisition, we have a joint venture. Now we all know that a joint venture happens when 2 companies join together in order to make a better product for customers. So a merger and acquisition is basically just a joint venture. If you want to grow as a company, you can merge with another company to sell a better product. That's the first other way to grow. Number 2, diversification. So, the example for diversification na nakalista dun sa handout is actually San Miguel. Now, we all know na pag narinig natin San Miguel, the first thing that would come up in our minds is alcohol kasi they make beer. But it turns out that San Miguel used the second way of growing, which is diversification, and they branched out into other industries. It says here in the handout that San Miguel branched out to include oil refining, packaging, power and energy, and infrastructure under their business. So they not just only make beer, but in order to grow, they diversified. They use the second way of growing, which is diversification.
And that's all for the reporting of Group 5, Opportunity Seeking Market Product Fair.
Cute yun, pwede yun. Cute yun.